This is one big elementary school. Man, hope I'm at the right place.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice
My
to
name
meet
is
you.
Briana Mazzola.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to meet with me today. Oh, now let's take a look at this roster that we're going to have for you in the fall. Okay. Discuss with me how you're going to build a relationship with the students and their parents.
Well, I would like to start with saying that I will collaborate with the students on what the classroom rules should be at first, so that way they'll be more held accountable and they'll get to give me their feedback. And so it'll kind of be an open door policy for them to let the children and parents know that they can come and talk to me about anything at any time.
Yes, and how do you plan on setting up your classroom?
Well, there's a great diversity of the different kind of students that we have in the classroom, and so I will have students sit in groups in order for them to collaborate and work on their social skills. I think that it's very important to help build those skills early on, especially, them being so young, and so I would like for them to have that experience to get to collaborate with each other and share ideas. Especially for our Kathy, the English language learner that we'll have this year, give her opportunities to speak. And so,
That's a great idea. How will you address your economically disadvantaged students?
always have I will always have special school supplies and extra snacks and everything for those students who are economically disadvantaged, so that they will feel comfortable and feel like they can come to me for anything, and so they won't be hungry during class, or if there are things that they need, they can get them there.
Good. And how will you address students with special needs like dyslexia, your GT students, or your hearing impaired students?
For my students with low reading levels, I will make extra tutoring available, and I know that there are a couple GT students. I will have one GT student and Mark Perry together, as well as some of the other students that are below level, that will give him the opportunity to kind of tutor them. And for my hearing impaired student, Carlene, I will have her sit in the front row and make sure she's okay without an interpreter. If she does need one, then I will have that available. I will make sure to make more gestures and then kind of slow my speech down so that she will be able to read my lips. And so I might have to talk, slower for her, but
Yes. And I see that you've looked over the roster.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have a student that's applied for 504. Have you ever been in that kind of situation?
I have not experienced a child that has had to apply for 504, but I will be willing to make accommodations to meet his personal needs wherever I should. I'll also be looking into his IEP, to make sure that he's where he should be. And so if there's anything else that I need to be informed on, then I'll be in contact with his special ed teacher, so we can make sure that all of his needs are met.
Good. It's very important for you and the special ed teachers to work together with your students. You mentioned your ELL student earlier. How will you be allowing her to speak more in class? How else will you help her this coming year?
Well, I will provide more real-life visuals, as I know that is important for ELL learners, and use appropriate gestures during instruction. I plan to help her to my best ability. Whatever accommodations that she needs me to make, then I'll be able to do them.
And grouping-wise, how would you have the students on their abilities sitting together?
Well, I would definitely mix up. As I mentioned earlier, I want them all to be able to develop socially. So I will mix my students, that are below level in areas and who are above level in areas, so they will be able to sit together and share ideas and collaborate. And I feel like it's very important to have a mixture of students, so they all get to know each other and get to be friends.
Yes. Are you aware that Wayne will be pulled out for math class this year?
I am. I saw that on the school roster, and I've looked at his IEP, and I'm aware that he will have to step out from that.
Okay, that's good. How important do you think it is to have the relationship first with your student?
I think that is the foundation, of a classroom. It's very important for your students to be able to feel comfortable with their teacher and to be able to come to them about anything. And I feel that it's at the top of the list, definitely, because in order for students to want to listen to you, they have to, feel like that you're somebody that's approachable and somebody that they can depend on and trust. And so I will show them and definitely let them know that I care about each and every student that I have in my class.
That's so great to hear teachers so excited to work for us. I'm so now positive that we made the right decision in picking you for Normal Elementary School. Thank you again, Ms. Anderson, for coming to meet with us, and it'll be a pleasure to have you in the fall. Thank you.
Thank you.
You too. I'm so glad you agreed to this tour of your new classroom this fall. Ms. Anderson, this is your new classroom. Do you think there's going to be any changes that you need to make this before school starts?
Oh, yes. Let me see. We have about 18, 19 kids. I definitely will take some of these tables out, and I would keep the same amount of groups, though. I feel like 4 to 5 is pretty good. I would make more labels around the room. The walls are kind of bare. I like to put, a lot of positive posters to make this kind of a warm environment. I would definitely label things for my ELL student. I would,
You see, the previous teacher that we had in this classroom did have her supplies labeled right here. Do you think you would keep these supplies right here like this, or do you think they need to be at a different level?
I would definitely make them up to a lower level so that they'll be more available to the students. I'm glad that she had these extra supplies. That is a great plus for, the economically disadvantaged students, so that they will have, extra supplies in the classroom. And like I said, I would label these. Some of them are labeled. I would definitely, make it bigger print so that the children can see, know what they're getting.
Do you think that the children will have any cubbies of their own or their own
Definitely.
spots?
I do want them to have, probably put some cubbies in the back with their names on them, so they'll have a place to stay organized. And so I definitely believe organization is the key to a successful classroom.
Do you think that you'll stand up at the front like this and lecture, or will you be more in the groups?
Definitely, I will definitely be engaged. I don't believe in, just standing back here and lecturing. I think that it's very important to be out here and be engaged with the students. If they have questions, then I can be there, help them. And I like for, classrooms to be interactive. Sometimes we might, spread the desk all out to the back and kind of sit in a big circle and collaborate and things like that. So teaching behind the desk is definitely not my thing.
Good. I like that at Normal Elementary. Okay, well, thank you. And that just ensures me that your classroom will be ready for the fall.
Thank you.